Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses. And this is Reghellini M from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Reghellini M, a learned Masonic writer who was born of Venetian parents on the Island of Scio, whence he was usually styled Reghellini de Scio. The date of 1750, at which his birth has been placed, is certainly an error. Michaud supposes that it is 20 or 30 years too soon. The date of the publication of his earliest works would indicate that he could not have been born much before 1780. After receiving a good education and becoming especially proficient in mathematics and chemistry, he settled at Brussels, where he appears to have spent the remaining years of his life and wrote various works, which indicate extensive research and a lively and perhaps a rather ill-directed imagination. In 1834, he published a work entitled Examen du Mosaïsme et du Christianisme, Examination of Mosaicism and of Christianity, whose bold opinions were not considered as very orthodox. He had previously become attached to the study of Masonic antiquities, and in 1826 published a work in one volume, entitled Esprit du dogme de la Franque, Maçonnerie, Recherches sur son origine et celle de ses différents rites, Spirit of the Dogma of Freemasonry, Studies on its origin and Theses of its various rites. He subsequently still further developed his ideas on this subject and published at Paris in 1833 a much larger work in 3 volumes entitled La Maçonnerie, considérée comme le résultat des religions égyptiennes, juives et chrétiennes, Freemasonry considered as the result of Egyptian, Jewish and Christian religions. In this work he seeks to trace both Freemasonry and the Mosaic religion to the worship that was practiced on the banks of the Nile in the time of the pharaohs. Whatever may be thought of his theory, it must be confessed that he has collected a mass of learned and interesting facts that must be attractive to the Masonic scholar. From 1822 to 1829, Reghellini devoted his labors to editing the Annales chronologiques, littéraires et historiques de la Maçonnerie des Pays-Bas, Literary and Historical Chronological Record of Freemasonry in the Low Countries, a work that contains much valuable information. However, Brother Woodford was not as assured as was Dr. Mackey that this work may as certainly be accredited to Reghellini, the evidence as to his editorship being less positive than the other particulars here cited. Outside of Freemasonry, the life of Reghellini is not well known. It is said that in 1848, he became implicated with the political troubles which broke out that year in Vienna, and in consequence, experienced some trouble. His great age at the time precluded the likelihood that the statement is true. In his later days, he was reduced to great penury, and in August 1855 was compelled to take refuge in the House of Mendicity at Brussels, where he shortly afterward died. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe and comment, and if you can please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.